here from StartSomeGood. I'm a crowdfunding coach, and today I'm going to be talking about rewards. So I'm going to walk you through the 4 different categories of rewards, which will help you brainstorm a really diverse and interesting collection of rewards for your donors. And second of all, I want to tell you about the 2 essential things to consider when you're planning out your campaign rewards. Now, number 1 is that your rewards should always be campaign specific. So making sure that what you're offering is really related to your project. For example, if you're starting a social enterprise linen company and you're wanting to donate profits to homelessness, you would have your linen packages as your rewards. So, 2 pillow slips or 2 pillow slips and a doona cover, something like that. So your rewards are actually functioning in a way like pre-sales for your business. The second thing to think about is not only should rewards be campaign specific, but they should also be related to your prospective donors' interests, tastes, and budget. So we recommend at StartSomeGood that you spend a good amount of time really thinking about who your ideal donor is, where they are online, and how you're going to reach them, and how you're going to offer rewards that really inspire and motivate them to give. And ideally, rewards function to inspire people to give more than they otherwise would. So your lower end of your rewards, around the $20, $50, and $100 mark, will be appealing to quite different people than those $1,000, $2,000, or $5,000 rewards. So for example, with the social enterprise linen company, they might have a $2,000 reward, which is actually a kind of like a corporate workshop day, appealing to a business customer. And maybe they're going to come in and run a workshop, and they're going to be talking about homelessness and talking about maybe restfulness as a way to kind of alleviate stress and to catch moments of rest in your busy work life. So, this is just a brainstorm here, but thinking about ways that your rewards can relate to the interests of your donors. And really, you're the best person to brainstorm and have a think about what might be a good fit. All right, so those 2 things to think about: rewards that relate to your campaign and rewards that appeal to your donors' interests. Now, I want to run you through the 4 different categories of rewards to give you an idea of how to start brainstorming. So you might get a large piece of paper, create 4 different columns, and then start to brainstorm rewards in each of these categories. Number 1 is your tangible rewards. So the physical products. So in the example of the linen company, you're sending out pillow slips, you're sending out sheets, and do think about the cost of postage and packaging as well, and make sure you incorporate that into the reward budget. So physical products is kind of a no-brainer. I would encourage you to think about the trade-off with your effort. If you're going to go and produce things like teas, or people like to produce coffee cups or water bottles, sometimes merchandise sort of rewards, do think about the time cost as well as the actual cost of producing those, and make sure that your reward is priced in a way that it incorporates all of that. Second of all is your experiential rewards. So these are offering your donors a chance to have an experience which, again, connects to their interests and tastes. It might be something along the lines of having interaction with you and your company, in the example of the social enterprise linen company doing corporate workshops. Or maybe you're looking at starting up an adventure travel company, and the experiences are kind of outdoor ecotourism experiences, camel rides in the desert. Who knows? Have a think about the kinds of experiences at the different price points that you could offer your supporters. It might also be like an online experience, maybe offering a Zoom call with your donors. A Q&A with the founder can be possibly something that would be of interest to your donors. Third are just straight up gratitude rewards. This is something that gets really underutilized, particularly if it's a philanthropic campaign where your donors are going to be motivated to contribute because they want to see the outcome happen, not necessarily because they want a t-shirt or a camel ride, right? So it works really well, particularly at the low end around the $10 mark. We'll say thank you on social media, or you'll get a thank you email from our founder, or we'll send you a thank you card in the mail. Thanking your supporters is incredibly important because you want to make sure that they realize how valuable they are and how much you appreciate them coming on this journey with you, particularly at the early and somewhat risky phase of, being in your startup time. So gratitude, make sure you leverage that. Finally, the fourth type of reward is a sponsored reward. So think about, and this can actually go two ways. So in the example of, we've got a campaign at the moment called Beards for the Bush, and they're setting up regional skincare clinics to check for skin cancers. And they've got a reward that is for corporate sponsorship. So at the $15,000 mark, they allow that business to put their logo and sponsorship on the actual skin care clinic itself. So in the same way that you might be out there spruiking for traditional sponsorship, you can incorporate sponsored rewards into your crowdfunding campaign as well. Again, making sure that you have those people in your networks is important. And with sponsored rewards, you will want to be doing a lot of the traditional stuff like offline, face-to-face connection, phone calls, building those relationships. Ideally, you'd already have those relationships prior to launching your campaign, and you'd have some kind of verbal commitment prior to sending out that link to then invite that corporate to donate to you at that level. Now, if we flip around the sponsored reward, another great way to generate interest from your donors is to get gifts sponsored from local community organizations or businesses that you can then offer through your crowdfunding campaign. For example, we see this done quite a bit with things like art. So for example, an artist might sponsor a campaign and gift a painting, and then the campaign can effectively sell that painting as a reward through their crowdfunding campaign. So again, it always needs to fit with the tastes and budget of your donors. I had one woman who was setting up an app for carers, and she had a local business and accounting service, and so it was a 1-hour consult with the accountant. And so she popped that in her rewards for $200. And that was relevant because the carers in their communities need access to financial support and kind of financial planners. So to offer that as a reward in the crowdfunding campaign fitted with her concept, and it also fitted with the relationship that she had with this accountant who offered it, for her for free to sell through her crowdfunding campaign. So hopefully that's given you a whole bunch of inspiration and ideas to go ahead and get started brainstorming your rewards. Just to run through those categories again really quickly: tangible rewards, experiential rewards, gratitude rewards, and sponsored rewards. So go ahead, get started, and if you want to connect with us, the team at StartSomeGood are very happy to support you in your campaign. Send us an email at support@startsomegood.com, and our team of friendly crowdfunding coaches will be happy to help and answer any questions you have.